Hello guys, hopefully all of you are fine. Um, it's been weeks I uploaded a new video today. New video, so sorry for my bad English. So I found a very interesting physics problem. Like it's beginner level, but I think it teaches something good aspect about how to think about that problem. It's basically a Cambridge A level question, which I recently gone through, and it was interesting and it was fun, and I would love to help you to know, like, I would love to share that my aspect regarding to this problem. So let's start it. Okay, hopefully it will be interesting. Okay, so water flows out a pipe and hits a wall. This is the pipe. The water flow comes like that, so it's the wall with the speed velocity v, and the water is this. It's the wall and the cross-sectional area. Here, what they mean by the cross-sectional area, by the way, is the, like, okay, we'll check about that later. When the jet of water hits the wall, it has a horizontal velocity v and the cross-sectional area a. The density of the water is rho, and the water does not rebound from the wall, which means the water does rebound, just goes and goes, which is not ideal, right? It definitely rebounds a bit, so yeah, we don't need to think about that. So what is the force exerted on the wall? Exerted on the wall by the water. So we can think of something interesting here. The interesting thing is, let's see if my pen is working or not. Yeah, it's working. So what we can see here is that this water is coming, and the cross-sectional area here is the circular pipe here. So we need to determine the force. Okay, so what do we know about force? We know that force equals F equals to ma. We don't have any acceleration here, so we can also write it in Newton's second law term, change in momentum. We can also write the term here. So in that case, we can write it like this: change in momentum divided by time t, the time it takes to reach the wall. The time it takes the water to reach from here to here, that requires time t. We'll assume here, like this portion is equal to x. Okay, now it's x. So it goes from this position to this with v velocity, covering distance x. So how can we solve it? That's an interesting question here. So if we want to solve it here, so we need to find two things. First of all, the mass of the water, the amount of water going through this wall while covering the distance, and we have the velocity v defined here. And yeah, so basically we'll find it using this here. So let's try to solve it. So we know that mass is equal to rho by v. Okay, so rho by v. So what is the volume of the water? That's interesting. So we know the volume of the water is A. Volume of the water, sorry. We know that the cross-sectional area is A. That cross-sectional area is the water that is incident on the wall. So for that case, we write it x. But we need another dimension to make this as a volume, which will not be right. So we can write this as, it covers distance x, right? So see, this water's volume, it should be cross-sectional area multiplied by the x, because for a cylindrical shape, what do we do? For a cylindrical shape, what we do here is, sorry for the bad drawing, we can draw it from here. Yeah, For cylindrical shape, we do is the cross-sectional area multiplied by the height of the cylinder. That's what we do. So for that case, we can solve this problem in a different way. The way we want to solve it is, so it covers distance x, right? It covers distance x. So while covering distance x, which means the area should be a into x. So we got our area. So mv by t. Okay? mv by t. So now look. A into x by t into v. You can notice here, this part, isn't that a velocity thing? Obviously it is. So the answer will be rho v square. Simple as it is. So whenever we encounter some sort of problems like fluid or amount of anything, when it attacks something here, the basic thing will be the rho v square. It can be applied to many problems. Even I will apply to many problems. So yeah, that's enough for today, and hope you liked this video. And this problem is related to a Cambridge A-level problem. It's a multiple choice problem, but I removed the options because if I gave the options, the problems wouldn't have that much validity. So yeah, that's what it is for today. Thank you so much. See you later.